Hello dear children, today we are going to learn about fractions. Children, today we are going to learn about fractions. Suppose I have a piece of cake. I am going to equally divide this cake between two people. So when I divide equally among two people, I get two pieces. That means from a whole, I have made two pieces, and from that one piece I am giving to somebody else and the other piece I am keeping for myself. So the number of pieces which I made is 2. So I have made 2 equal parts. From that 2 equal parts, I have given one piece to somebody else, or you can say I have given it to my friend. So from 2 equal parts I have given one to my friend. So your fraction formed is 1 upon 2. You read it as 1 upon 2. So one piece is 1 upon 2. The other piece is also 1 upon 2. So you read the fraction as half. 1 upon 2 is also called half. You have made 2 equal halves. So one piece is 1 half, the other piece is the other half. Your fraction formed is 1 upon 2. Now let us see if I have a piece of cake which is rectangular in shape. If I divide this piece of cake into 4 equal parts and I am distributing one part to 4 people. So I wanted to divide this cake into 4 parts because I wanted to give it to 4 different people. So I made 4 equal parts and I gave one piece to 4 of them. So I gave one piece to 4 of them. 1. So each piece is called, the fraction formed by each piece is 1 by 4, or you also say 1 upon 4, or you can also say a quarter. So each piece forms a quarter. Suppose I have another piece of cake. I divided the cake into 4 equal parts. So I made it into 4 equal parts, and from that 4 equal parts I gave 3 parts to my friends. I gave 3 parts to my friends. So from 4 equal parts I gave 3 parts to my friends. So the fraction formed is 3 upon 4, or you can say 3 quarters, because each piece is 1 quarter. 1 quarter, 1 quarter, 1 quarter and 1 quarter. So each piece is 1 quarter. So this is the way how a fraction is formed. Suppose I have a piece of cake and I divide it into 5 equal parts. So the number of equal parts is 5. Now from that 5 parts I give away 1 part to my friend. So from the 5 parts I have given 1 part to my friend. So the fraction is 1 upon 5. You read it as 1 upon 5 itself. Now children, you can see these fractions 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4, 3 upon 4 and 1 upon 5. In these fractions, 1 in half, 1 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. In 1/4 or 1 upon 4 or quarter, you have 1 as the numerator and 4 as the denominator. In 3/4, you have 3 as the numerator and 4 as the denominator. In 1 upon 5, 1 is numerator and 5 is denominator. Let us see the fractions formed by these figures. So the figure is divided into 8 equal parts. Out of that, 7 parts are shaded. So the fraction is 7 by 8 or 7 upon 8. Now in 7 upon 8, 7 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. We go to the next figure. It is divided into 8 equal parts. Out of 8 equal parts, 1 part is shaded. So we get the fraction 1 upon 8. Now 1 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. We go to the next figure. It is having 8 equal parts. Out of 8 equal parts, 3 parts are shaded. So the total number of parts is 8 and 3 shaded. So your fraction is 3 upon 8. From that, 3 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. Now children, the rest of the exercise you are going to do in your rough book. So you will do this exercise in your rough book. Write the fraction, the numerator and the denominator. Children, suppose I have a figure. Suppose it is a cake. I am dividing the cake into 3 parts. So I divided the cake into 3 parts. From that 3 part, I take away 1 part. So my fraction is 1 upon 3. Now in this figure, I have shaded 1 part and the rest 2 parts are unshaded. So for the fraction formed with the shaded part is 1 upon 3. Out of 3 parts, I have taken away 1. Now what about the rest of the 2? That also can form a fraction. So the total number of parts are 3 and the unshaded part is 2. So we can say 2 upon 3. The fraction is 2 upon 3 for the unshaded part. So children, let us do some exercise with shaded and unshaded fractions. Look at the first figure. You are having 8 equal parts. Out of 8 equal parts, 2 are shaded. So your fraction is 2 upon 8. That is 2 parts taken away and 8 equal parts. So your fraction becomes 2 upon 8 and you read it as 2 upon 8. Now looking at the unshaded part, you are having 8 equal parts and from that 6 are unshaded, that is uncolored. So your fraction is 6 upon 8 and you read it as 6 upon 8. Let us go to the next fraction. Again you are having 8 equal parts. Out of 8 equal parts, 3 are shaded. So your fraction is 3 upon 8 and you read it as 3 upon 8. Now when you look at the unshaded part, you are having 5 uncolored parts. So your fraction becomes 5 upon 8. 8 is the total number of parts, equal parts. You read the fraction as 5 upon 8. Let us go to the next figure. You are having 8 equal parts. The figure is divided into 8 equal parts. Out of that, 4 are colored. So your fraction is 4 upon 8. And you will read it as 4 upon 8. Now looking at the unshaded parts, you are having 4 unshaded parts. So your fraction becomes 4 upon 8. 8 is the equal number of parts and 4 are unshaded. So you read the fraction as 4 upon 8. Now let us go to the next figure. This figure is divided into 4 equal parts. Out of 4 equal parts, one part is taken away. So your fraction is 1 upon 4. You read it as 1 upon 4. Let us see the unshaded part now. There are 3. So looking at the unshaded part, you have 4 equal parts. Out of that, 3 are unshaded. So your fraction is 3 upon 4. You read it as 3 upon 4. Let us see some more fractions. Now here, the reading of the fraction is already given. It is written in words. You have to write the fraction in figures and then color the parts in the given figure. So first one is 3 upon 6. So your fraction is, you have to color 3 equal parts out of 6. So your fraction becomes 3 upon 6. Let us go to the next figure. The next figure is having 8 equal parts. Out of 8, 3 are colored part. So your fraction becomes 3 upon 8. Let us go to the next figure. Okay, so now the rest of the part you are going to do it. So copy in your rough book. Children, suppose I have 1 apple and 2 apples and a half apple. So the fraction which is going to be formed by these figures, that is, I am having 2 apples, so I will write I have 2 apples and I also have half apple, so I have half apple. So together I have 2.5 apples. Together I have 2.5 apples. Suppose I have 1, 2 and 3 chickus, and I also have a quarter piece of the chiku. I have the quarter piece of a chiku. Suppose this is a full chiku and I am having only the quarter piece. Only the quarter piece of the chiku. So I have 3.25 part of the chiku. So my fraction is 3 1 upon 4 or 3/4 chickus. Suppose I have some 2 apples and I have this forms 3/4. 1/4 apple is already eaten by somebody. So I am having 2 apples and 3/4 extra. So my fraction is 2 and 3/4. I have 2 and 3/4 apples with me. Now children, you can see the fraction. It is showing you 2.5, 3/1/4 or 3/4 and 2/3/4 or 2/3/4. This type of fractions, they are called mixed fractions. They are called mixed fractions. Children, let us study some more mixed fractions. Look at the figure. You can see 2 whole parts and 1/4 part. So when you make the fraction, it is 2 whole parts plus 1/4 part is equal to 2 and 1/4. Now this 1/4 we also read it as quarter. So when we read the fraction, it is 2 and a quarter. So 2/1/4 or 2/4 is a mixed fraction. Let us see the next figure. We are having 3 whole parts and one small piece of 1/4 part. So that is 3 plus 1/4 part is equal to 3 and a quarter or 3/1/4. We read it as 3 and a quarter, or we can say 3 and 1/4. So it is a mixed fraction. Now the rest of the exercise you will copy in your rough book and write the answer. Children, let us write the mixed fraction in words. So the first fraction is 2 and 3/4. So we will write it as 2 and 3/4. Let us go to the second fraction. It is 3 and 3/4. So when you write it in words, you will say 3 and 3/4. Now the rest of the exercise you are going to practice in your rough book. Now children, the mixed fraction is given in words. We are going to write it in figures. So the first one is 3 and 3/4. How do you write it in figures? That is 3 and 3/4. The second one is 14 and a half. So when you write it in numbers, it is 14 1/2 or 1/2. Now let us do the third one, 10 and a half. So it is 10 1/2 or 1/2, 10 1/2. Now the rest of the exercise you are going to practice in your rough book. Children, now let us study about comparison of fractions. What is comparison? Comparison means we have to compare which fraction is bigger and which fraction is smaller. Now suppose I have a bar of cake. This bar of cake I am dividing equally among 2 people. So how many pieces did I make? I made 2 pieces, and from that 2 pieces I am giving away 1 piece to my friend. So 1 piece I have given to my friend. So each piece is half. This is half and this is half. So the cake was divided equally among 2 people. So it is equally divided means it is half. Now suppose the same piece of cake, if I divide among 3 people, equally among 3 people, okay? So I have to divide it equally among 3 people. So I have to make 3 pieces. I made 3 pieces, and from that 3 pieces I gave 1 piece to my friend and 2 I kept it back. So I am taking 1 piece out of 3. So my fraction is 1 by 3. Suppose again the same piece of cake I divide into 5 equal parts. So I made how many parts? 5. Out of that I have taken 1 and kept 4 for my friends. So I have taken 1. So your fraction is 1 upon 5. Now children, you just pay attention to the piece of cake and the pieces it is divided into. When it is divided half, each piece is a bigger piece. But when I made more parts, the pieces started becoming smaller and smaller. So that means the more number of pieces, your piece of cake becomes smaller. That means the fraction formed becomes smaller and smaller. The more number of pieces makes your fraction smaller. So 1 by 5 is smaller than 1 by 3 and 1 by 3 is smaller than 1 by 2. So I can write it as fraction 1 upon 5 is smaller than fraction 1 by 3 and fraction 1 by 3 is smaller than fraction 1 by 2. That is, half is bigger than 1 by 3 and 1 by 3 is bigger than 1 by 5. It is all. You can also say that half is bigger than 1 by 5. You can also say that half is bigger than 1 by 3. You can also say that 1 by 3 is bigger than 1 by 5. That means 1 by 5 is the smallest fraction of all. 1 by 5 is the smallest fraction of all and 1 by 2 is the biggest fraction of all. So the more number of pieces, the fraction becomes smaller and smaller. Children, here we will do comparison of the numbers. Now look at the first given figure. The figure is divided into 2 equal parts. So the pieces which we get is a bigger one, and when it is 2 equal parts, that means it is half. So you write half as 1 upon 2. Now the same piece of cake is divided into 3 equal parts, the same size. Children, you look at the figure, it is having the same equal size. But now the second figure is divided into 3 equal parts. So the size of the pieces becomes small and your fraction is 1 upon 3. Now look at the third figure. The third figure is also the same equal part. Size of the cake is same, but the parts made is 4. Now it is divided into 4 equal parts. So the pieces have become more smaller and the fraction formed is 1 upon 4. Out of 4 equal parts, 1 is taken away, so it is 1 upon 4. Now look at the next figure. You can see the size of the rectangle, or I said cake, is the same, but the pieces made are 5. It is divided now into 5 equal parts and 1 piece is taken away. So your fraction formed is 1 upon 5. Now you look at the next figure. Again the cake is divided into 6 equal parts and 1 piece is taken away. So your fraction formed is 1 upon 6. Now children, when you look at the figure, when you look at the figure, when it was divided into half, the piece is a bigger one. Now when the same figure was divided into 3 parts, the parts became smaller. When the same figure was divided into 4 parts, the equal parts became more smaller. Now again, when the figure was again divided into more parts, that is 5 parts, each part became more and more smaller. And the last one also you can see, it is divided into 6 equal parts, so the pieces became more and more smaller. That means as many parts you make, each part becomes smaller, smaller, smaller and smaller. So the more number of parts, the smaller the piece. The more number of parts, each piece becomes smaller, smaller and smaller. So here in the fraction you can see, here it is only 2 pieces, here it is 3 pieces, here it is 4 pieces, here 5 and here 6. So the more number of pieces, your fraction becomes smaller, smaller and smaller. So that means half is bigger than 1/3, 1/3 is bigger than 1/4, 1/4 is bigger than 1/5 and 1/5 is bigger than 1/6. So we can go downwards also. 1/6 is smaller than 1/5, 1/4 is smaller than 1/3 and 1/3 is smaller than 1/2. So the more number of pieces, the fraction becomes that much smaller. The value of the fraction goes on decreasing. It becomes less, less and lesser. Now children, let us compare the numbers by putting the signs, smaller sign, bigger sign and equal sign. Now look at the first number. You are having 1/8 and 1/4, that is 1/8 and 1/4. So the more number of pieces means the fraction is smaller. That means 1/8 is smaller than 1/4, or you can say 1/4 is bigger than 1/8. Now look at the next exercise sum, that is 1/7 and 1/7. So both are same, that means they are equal. Let us look at the other sum, that is 1/2, 1/2 and 1/10. So the more number of pieces, the value of the fraction becomes less. So 1/10 is smaller than 1/2, or you can say 1/2 is bigger than 1/10. Now children, the rest of the sums you will practice in your rough book. Children, now here you can see the fraction and the figures. The fraction is 2/5. That means we need 5 parts. But you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 balls. We don't have 5 parts, but we have 10 balls. So these 10 balls you have to divide equally into 5 parts. So you read the table of 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. That means each part should have 2 balls. So 1, 2, so third part, fourth part and fifth part. So we have got 5 equal parts now. Out of these 5 equal parts, we have to take away 2 parts. So 1 and 2. here is your fraction 2 by 5. So children, you have to first make equal sets. Now suppose your fraction is 1 by 3, but here you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mangoes. That means you have to divide this 9 mangoes equally into 3 parts. So let us read the table of 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9. That means we have to make 3 set of 3. So let us make a set of 3. 1, 2 and 3. So here we got equal part, a set of 3. Now out of this set of 3, we have to take only one part. So we have taken away one part. So your fraction is 1 by 3 here in front of you. Children, here you can see the fraction half, and there are 6 balls. So 6 balls are divided equally into half. That is, when you make 6 into half, you get 3 and 3. So 2 parts, we get 2 parts from 6. So you have to, from that 2 parts, one part is taken away. So you get half. Now the second figure is showing you 2 upon 4. The fraction is 2 upon 4 and there are 16 flowers. Now this 16 flowers you have to equally divide into 4 parts. So when it is equally divided into 4 parts, you get 4 in each part. That is 4 fours are 16. So 4 in each part, 4 flowers in each part. Now you got 4 equal parts with 4 flowers in each part, and from that you have to take away 2 parts. So you have cut out 2 parts here. So your fraction is 2 upon 4. 4 equal parts, and out of 4 equal parts, 2 are taken away. So here the fraction is 2 upon 4. Now same way children, here it is 5 in the denominator and 3 in the numerator. So these pairs you have to equally distribute into and make it into 5 equal parts. 10 pairs you have to equally divide and make into 5 equal parts. So when you make 5 equal parts of that, out of that 5 equal part you have to take away 3. So you will mark and make the set and show that parts taken away. Same with 1 upon 4 also. So divide the number of apples into 4 equal parts and then you take away 1. So do the exercise in your rough book. Children, again here also you have the same exercise where you are going to make equal sets and then take away the number of parts you have to show the fraction. That is 1 upon 2, and you are having how many balls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these 8 balls you have to divide into 2 equal parts and then take away 1 part. The second is showing you 2 upon 5. So these flowers you have to divide into 5 equal parts and then take away 2. So the same way you are going to do the last one also, and the exercise below you have to write the fraction is already given. You have to write the numerator and the denominator. Dear children, you are going to do this exercise in your rough book. Children, now we are going to learn addition of fractions. Now suppose I am having the fraction 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Now here you can see the denominators are common. So our answer also the denominator should be 4. But we are going to add the numerators. So that is 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. So 1 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, your answer is 3 upon 4. When your denominators are common, your answer place also the denominator remains the same, only you are going to add the numerator. Now suppose my fraction is 2 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5. So that gives you, your denominator is common, so it remains 5. Your numerator is having 2 and 1, so 2 plus 1 gives you 3. So your answer is 3 by 5. Now suppose we are having a fraction 1 by 2, that is half, plus half plus half. Now half you have taken how many times? We have taken half 3 times. So 3 times half gives you, now 3 ones are 3 and 2 remains the same. So your fraction is 3 upon 2. Okay children? So this is the way we are going to add fractions. Let us add some more fractions. Suppose I have the fraction as 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8. So how many times did you take 1 upon 8? You have taken 4 times. So 4 times 1 upon 8. That gives you 4 ones are 4 and 8 is common. You can see 8 is common everywhere. So 8 comes down as the denominator and 4 one time, 4 ones are 4, or you can say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 gives you 4. So that gives you 4 and the denominator remains the common. So your answer is 4 upon 8. Children, now let us add the fraction. Now you can see the first fraction, it is 4 upon 5. So 4 upon 5 means 5 equal parts and out of that 4 parts are taken away. So that means each part is 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5 and 1 by 5, that is 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5. So how many times did we take 1 upon 5? We have taken 4 times. So here it is shown 1 by 5 4 times. So 4 times 1 upon 5. The same way, let us go to the next fraction, that is 3 upon 4. So 3 upon 4 means the whole is divided into 4 parts and out of that 4 parts we have taken away 3 parts. So that is each part is 1 by 4, 1 by 4 and 1 by 4. So how many times did we take 1 by 4? We have taken 3 times. So that is 3 times 1 upon 4. So children, we can do the addition of the fractions in the same pattern. So complete the table and copy in your rough book. Children, solve this exercise in your rough book. Thank you children. Enjoy practicing fractions.